I'm Brigham, designer of the Skyline Fastpack. I'm going to show you how I recommend packing the Fastpack to maximize comfort and stability on the trail. So here's a size small Skyline Fastpack, and we're going to start with packing our top quilt or sleeping bag. We're going to compress that and stuff that in the bottom of the Fastpack. I'm going to show you how I like to do that. I put it in our dry bag. Then you squeeze all the air out of it and hurry and roll it up. That makes it much more compact, and you're able to kind of create a shape with it that fits the bottom of the pack. So now you got this awkward shape. You can just kind of squeeze it into the shape that you want. Then we're going to stuff it in the bottom of the Skyline. That's going to occupy in a really good symmetrical way. It's going to fill the bottom of the Fastpack. Next, I like to take this is a one-person trekking pole tent. This is our 40th one-person. And then I'll kind of squeeze the air out of that as well and stick that in horizontally. You want to make sure that like any of these side compression cords are loosened, that they're not taking up the space of the pack by being tightened. Okay. So then I'm going to take a rain jacket and kind of loosely fold it like that, and then I'm going to use it to fill in the void of the space between the tent and the top quilt. So we're just maximizing the volume, and it's also creating a very homogeneous body of all the gear that's going to kind of just be one giant body. Okay, next going to take, this is situational. This would probably be a little excessive, but this is our Nova UL. It's a down jacket, so I'm going to kind of stuff that in kind of above the rain jacket. It's very compressible. That's the advantage of down. So we're just being as efficient as possible with using up all the volume within the body of the pack. Okay, now all I've got left is a sleeping pad. This is a long wide version, so extra bulky. Put that right on top. And then a couple more things. I've got another insulating piece. Again, this is probably excessive, but I kind of want to be able to show that we can take a good amount of backpacking gear on these trips. So we're going to take the Ventus hoodie and shove that in at the top there. And then take our cook pot and our stove, stick that right on top. Close up the roll top. You just match the Velcro together. Roll it down as many times as you can get. With the way that this is packed, the pot is a little bit sticking out or sticking up, but it'll actually ride pretty good because everything else is very tight in here. Definitely take advantage of the overhead compression. That will stabilize the contents in the pack very well. Cinch it up just a little bit, and you'll see this pot weighs like 3 ounces, so it's not a lot of weight. It's just a little bit of bulk kind of extending upward a little bit. So that's the main bag of the gear. So we're going to be able to fit all of our main camping gear inside. Then what I'll do is take a couple dinners. This is representative. Most fast packing trips are 1 to 2 nights. So start by stuffing that in the outside stretch pocket, like so. And then that just shoves down there, and then you got room for the next one. Just do the same thing. So keep in mind this is a 30-liter Fastpack. And then you got a Ziploc bag with a water filter, some meds, and a spoon. So we'll just squeeze a little bit of air out of that so we can maximize space efficiency. And we're going to use one of the side stretch pockets for this gear. Having the water filter accessible if you want to hurry to take the pack off is very helpful. The other thing with the Fastpack, there's 3 pockets on each side of the harness. So what we want is things like electrolyte mix. We want those readily accessible. So I like to put those in this center zip middle pocket right here. I'll put a few on each side. Put 3 or 4 on that side. Zip it up. Put 4 more on this side and zip it up. And I found that's my favorite place to put electrolyte or drink mixes, in that zip pocket, because they don't take up much space. Couple snacks, got like a Cliff Bar. Great place for those is this bottom pocket, and then a Honey Stinger waffle. Stick that on the bottom pocket, cinch it up just a little bit. And then we've got room for, in here, this is a 500 milliliter flask, soft flask. These come with the Fastpack. And then, so all we'll do is fill those up. And then, really important, this pocket that the water bottle, the flasks are in, it's not, there's a bit of an open space that's behind this center zip pocket here. That's not where they go. They go in the pocket that has this red pull cord. So you'll fill those up with water, stuff them in, and then really important is take this red shock cord ring here and put it over and around the cap, and that will, that'll hold the flask in when it's full of water. It'll keep it from bouncing out and keep it from moving around at all. Aside from that, that is, you can see how everything is really well contained in there, and it's all kind of tight, and it's like again one big body of gear, and that's what we want. We don't want things to be able to shift around or bounce or move around while we're hiking and or running. So yeah, you'll see here there's nothing really protruding or sticking out. We got a pretty smooth and even surface there. That's what we're looking for, because we want just stability, and that'll maximize comfort on the trail.